especially on Concealed, it was mass tier 1 for such a long time. It's sometimes even just mass hunts. But FoCuS, even 3 years ago, was already a very good player against that. Foggy loves the APs. I remember games for Foggy vs Lin, for example, where all of a sudden we had 4 APs in Lin's base. Sometimes successful, sometimes defended. And yeah, the peons and the grunts, they have to scout at all times, basically.
Yeah, there was a time, not too long ago, a few months ago, where FoCuS was driving me mad. He was always sacrificing the peons for no good gain at all, when this early scout is so beneficial. And again he gets himself ensnared. The keeper's not there to punish it. That is rather fortunate. He's trying to steal last hits away, and the Blade Master is running across the map aggressively right away. And this is the new orc build that we've been seeing from quite a few orcs out there, right? Attacking without a shot, but it's a 2 burrow play. So the key... Oh, this is smart against Foggy. Foggy loves to go for the burrow cancel, but with the burrow up this early, there shouldn't be an opportunity to get the cancel here.
Okay, let's see what the Treants can do. Oh, it's finishing. Can be repaired now. Needs new Treants. In the meantime, the base is under attack. Nice little multitasking by FoCuS. No detonate against this either. And mass repair. FoCuS on top of his game.
Yeah, very good counterplay. In Foggy's early game, not working out too well. By the way, also, one of the creeps wasn't quite finished at the camp. I'm not sure if FoCuS figured that out, but if he does, he can steal this creep away. And now he's also getting wonderful information how much faster his tech is. And every second here matters. Oh, look at Foggy's lumber. He's got like no lumber. Ooh, that's gonna be a late tech. No, instead it's an expansion. That's where all the lumber went. It's gonna be a indeed very late tech then for the Night Elf.
It is. Foggy struggles already. Imagine the Blade Master finding this expo now, and you don't even have to imagine. He does it right away. What?
Yep.
You're so quiet.
Yeah, the peon scout there on the way, I think.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic early game for FoCuS. Speaks to his mind as a competitor, just lost the Series 0-2 against Lin. Not demotivated from that at all. New series, new matchup. And oh my god, he shines.
Alright, Foggy now has to think quick on his feet. First plan didn't work out, second plan didn't work out. What are we gonna do next?
I feel like this needs some sort of tier 2 all-in with APs, but resources aren't there yet. The hunts have to dominate. Wisp was saved, alright. But yeah, the creep is there. Blade Master ready to steal this. So far, this is all FoCuS and nothing is going right for Foggy.
Yeah, this is a painful game, dude. This is as far from good as it gets. FoCuS reaches tier 2, has nothing to worry about. The enemy keeper isn't even level 2. Foggy now setting up a new Tree of Life in the top left. There's no scouts nearby, so this one should, I say should, finish.
Okay, fingers crossed, man. Foggy needs all the momentum that he can possibly get, but this Blade Master, Super Saiyan level 3 somehow threatening the Wisp at all times. Now stepping back, healing up a little as there was no Windwalk anymore. All the grunts saved in the back, scouted for APs, they're not coming. Should know that there's another expansion play somewhere. But yeah, he can just casually creep the Shadow Hunter and then go from there.
This whole early game, FoCuS, by the way, made this all happen without any heal cells.
Yep.
He's so rich. He's got so much gold. He's got 3 grunts and a beaster. He's gonna have Wyvern. He can counter expand easily if he wants. This is like the perfect early game. You disrupted all of your opponent's plans just with the blade, and you didn't even have to spend money on scrolls and stealth stuff. This is no extreme right here.
It is. Keeper with good items though. A little bit more mana, a little bit more damage, that can help. And maybe Foggy finds a little timing when FoCuS decides to expand himself and then pounce on it, as we've oftentimes seen with Huntress. Very hard to repair. But that tree isn't finished and FoCuS finds it again.
I guess he doesn't have the damage to get the cancel, but he's gonna reduce quite a bit of HP. But now Foggy wants to look for his own bit of aggression. It's the Alchemist second. Blasted Steel here would be amazing to get. Didn't get it though.
Of course not. Hunts are at home defending, and the Shadowhunter is still pressured. We do have Entangle now. The Shaman doesn't have a Dispel ready. Entangle, Poison Ivy. Almost an outdated build here, but it might just be successful. Wyvern is in, but the Potion is at the ready too. FoCuS is with the perfect answers so far. If he keeps the Shadowhunter alive, this is grand again.
Yeah, Foggy really felt the need to go for some plays, but FoCuS is ready for everything. What a sick first map by FoCuS. Everything is working in conjunction. Every move matters. Every move makes sense. Every attempt is answered. Beautiful play so far by FoCuS.
Yeah, it's he knows this map inside out. He just lives there. He's at home. Even at DreamHack Anaheim, he was able to claim maps here in Foggy. What is the play now? He tried with expansions, that got cancelled and attacked. He tried with the Alchemist push, that almost feels a little outdated these days. I struggle to find an opening, really. The Wyvern is there for creeping and harassing later. Shadowhunter will be level 3 in no time. And FoCuS just has to make a decision if he wants to win 2-base, or if he wants to attack Foggy's expansion. And it is the Great Hall.
Yeah, I like that play. Why take the risk? The Treant was trying to destroy the tome. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before. But the blade picks it up, gets a bit stronger. Fair enough. And speaking of stronger, this Shadowhunter already level 3, dude. That's a wonderful timing. The Alchemist clearly lacking behind.
And that is the signature FoCuS play. You should always be ready for a roaming Blade Master. Can he get him now? There's a staff. Okay, of course, not enough damage here. Yeah, destroying a tome with a tree, and that would be a new use for the latest Back to Warcraft emote, B2W tome. But no, not yet. Upgrades are coming. Foggy is transitioning into archers. And yeah, he needs this big army, and he needs a counter to the Wyvern.
Level 3 Shadowhunter, full mana. The Serpent Wards now are so strong, especially against the hunts. Oh, and Foggy not quite in position perfectly. Doesn't look fast enough, and that's 2 hunts taken out right away. Oh
my god.
That's 6 supply down the drain when you already have the arguably weaker army. Danger zone.
Very good song, by the way. The intro of one of my favorite band story of the year. But yeah, this is a push on the back of an expansion. Foggy tries to counter it with an AP, but that will still take so much time. Ancient of War, Tree of Life under attack, a little bit of repair. That of course means no income, and that is all that FoCuS wants at the moment.
Snake pit being set up, Foggy taking it out slowly, but he's lost some units. He doesn't have much army here at all. The detonates have to be big. But so far they're just repairing. As it seems, the Blade Master though is very hurt. The first hero for the Orc can't partake in the fight, and that was some good detonates. Shaman almost all drained. We still have some Serpent Wards left over. One grunt went down, but again, a great trade for FoCuS. Just gonna back up. Did enough. And the staff also. Oh. Wait, Keeper's joining though.
Okay, with the AP, is he getting the kill? Reveal somehow? No. Okay, the AP is up. That means Peon can't really do too much, but it's also so hurt. Thanks to that Blade Master attack. Dude, do you hear the thunder outside? The world is going down.
I would love to have some rainfall and thunder here, but no such luck.
Okay, when the stream goes down, I was struck by lightning, but so far that feeling is reserved to Foggy. Pure damage with pure archers, no front line. This might be a feast for a Blade Master, and I would love to see Mirror Image used as a lightning rod.
Yeah, Blade isn't very high level, but he played a great early game. When you play so well early, you can play the Blade very sacrificially. If the Keeper is slowed down so much, it is worth it. Supply is dead even. And that is not what the Night Elf likes to see.
No, usually at tier 2, you need like 10, 15, 20 food advantage. But FoCuS is not allowing that. FoCuS is rich, dude. 500 gold can break upkeep relatively soon. But he's going for upgrades first. Love that defense upgrade. Definitely what you want. Could stack up on items a little bit, but who needs clarities and normal mana potion when you get a gift from this rock golem? Absolutely fantastic. But Foggy with the creep jack, level 4 on the Shadow Hunter. Oh my god. Level 2 heal wave, so strong. Dispel ready at all times. But
yeah, this is so sick. Always seems like one of the best power spikes for the Orc for me. Level 4 Shadow, such a powerful addition. And once you're at this strong level and you can keep fighting and prolong the game, it's normally only a matter of time until you get level 5. Or maybe even win before. I guess the downside is Blade Master is seriously behind the Shadow, so it's very doubtful that the Blade will get level 5. But some more levels are still up for grabs. Foggy now with the initiative. Here we go. Mass Archers. No other unit at all. The Whisper Hats, if you want to count them. Some heal spray as well, and FoCuS a bit hesitant to take the engagement.
Okay, Archer damage is pretty insane. The hero levels are there, but FoCuS still holding his ground. Where to attack now? How to use the resources? Foggy still has 500 gold floating. The detonate so far not just there yet. And Foggy is running out of steam. No more heal self. And this is the time for some lightning shields if I ever saw one. Blade Master has to be repositioned. Close. Focus fire by Foggy is a little off. Could get 2, 3 easy kills. Now he's switching the target. Now he's getting the kills. Foggy was up against the ropes, but he's fighting. Big Blade again. Saved. I guess, yep, on barely any HP. Now back in the fight after a heal potion. And Foggy's numbers are dwindling.
Archers, of course, doing good damage, but always very frail, as we can see here once again. Lots of target fire on the Blade, but it seems just barely not enough. In the meantime, the Grants keep hacking away. 2 armor upgrades as well, makes them tanky. Shadowhunter finding more kills, clarities, mana potions, so much help from the Shadowhunter from the backline. That's more kills, and Foggy's push not going in his favor.
Clutch, heal scroll and protection scroll, but will that save the map? I'm not too sure. Hail Mary focus fire on the Blade with Entangle. The heal wave was used already, but Alchemist can't follow up on the damage. Uses the heal spray instead, and Foggy is down 10 supply and spent all his resources on that fight. I don't know, dude. This is tough.
Yeah, keep your level 4, but what does that do? I don't think too much. Level 4 Alchemist would be kind of nice for level 2 Acid Bomb. But with this kind of a strat, you have to be ahead. In economy, in upgrades, in supply. This wasn't the case because FoCuS's early game was just absolutely out of this world. Perfect early, wonderful game. Not sure if FoCuS made really any mistake. This whole game just expertly played. What a bounce back from the first series where it was showing him was boss.
Absolutely. And Foggy's fighting performance, not the absolute grandest, I gotta say. There was a lot more opportunity for a lot quicker kills. That, of course, then reduces the damage against your army. The archers stay up much longer and continue to do more damage. Sometimes offense is the best defense. Rune Braces for the Blade will immediately be sold, traded in for an Invo Potion, for a Heal Scroll, Mana Potion on a level 5 Shadowhunter. FoCuS doesn't even feel forced to go Mirror Image. No, he just goes for crit. Big red numbers coming in, but Foggy finds the big mana potion and a claw plus 12 at the middle. Is there still hope?
FoCuS has a huge army here. He doesn't have a heal scroll, but he does have a TP to get out if things get too dicey. Fighting behind the Ancients of War might be the best position for Foggy, but he needs to save those Ancients of War as well. That's his lifeline. That's his production. These fall, it's going to be hard to keep up with the powerful Orc that's rumbling down the lane here.
There's no chance for these hunts, dude. They're getting eviscerated by all the piercing damage. No Wisp Flood here in the fight anymore. Shaman can use their magic. Foggy is getting some experience, of course, thanks to these Serpent Wards, and is doing some damage here and there. But there's no real big win. He's not closing that supply gap. He's not anywhere near life-saving ultimates. At least he got the 2-2. That's something, but FoCuS continue creeping. He's safe on 2-base, 2-base.
I'm a bit surprised to see the Serpent boards here. Normally against bigger archer armies, we rather see heal wave preferred, but of course Serpent boards are still pretty good. Even if not the greatest against archers. Blade Master creeping up a bit more, and all of a sudden, he's basically level 4. Will reach that level before too long, when he was stuck on level 1 and 2 for such an extended period. That's of course what keeps happening when the fights continue on 2-base, so many resources, so many units. But that's of course the big downside for Night Elves in the late game. Their heroes don't scale nearly as well as the Orc heroes do.
Exactly, up until the ultimates, that is. Tier 3 might save Foggy to a degree with orbs and marksmanship, but his units are getting caught at the lab. Oh no. When you're down in supply and lose 3 units for free, just like that. 4 units. What is that rally point, Remo?
A painful one. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the mistakes you definitely can't afford to make when you're already behind. Like, if Foggy had lost 10 supply for no good reason, he would still be okay. Same cannot be said before.
Would imagine Foggy winning this fight now. Haha, would be so funny. Peak Night Elf army composition, only tier 1 units with tier 2 upgrades, but that is the Blade Master Lightning Rod that I love to see. And now what? Mirror Image on level 4, that is grand. That is the Lightning Rod that I wanted, and here is the downfall of Hunt. There is no two opinions of who's gonna win this map. It's FoCuS cleaning up the Night Elf army and going for the 1-0 now. No chance for Foggy. GG.
Yeah, just wonderful game. Amazing game by FoCuS, and especially the early game. Foggy gambling, I guess, a bit too much. You know, running across the map with level 1, trying to go for the burrow cancel, and FoCuS anticipating this. Didn't go for a shop. He went for a burrow early, went for the tech then, didn't even need the shop for the early game. And right out the gate for Foggy, his game plan didn't work out. He was getting countered. Basically blind countered by FoCuS. Great preparation, nice play by the Korean Orc, and just all around expertly played, man. That was excellent.
Dude, when FoCuS is playing well, it's a beauty. It's just a beauty to watch this. We're moving on to Twisted next, and Twisted is always a little weird when it comes to army compositions, I feel, especially on the in this matchup. I don't really know what's meta currently in Night Elf versus Orc on Twisted.
Yeah, it's a weird question. It should certainly be Keeper first. Unless your name is colorful, then you love playing Demon Hunter Bears, but I would be incredibly surprised to see Foggy play Demon Bears. So Keeper first, probably, with some harass, maybe. And, dude, Foggy could get wild here. Foggy could get weird. He could go even for something like a Tree of Life first. But, alright, he's not going to do that. He's going for a standard opening, Ancient of War creeping, and should certainly be a Keeper, and hopefully this time an expansion.
Alright, Foggy. This is probably your chance for rank 2 in the group. On the line on map 2. If FoCuS cleans this 2-1, he's maneuvering into a solid position as then one more game against Kaho in a matchup that he loves. So very, very solid position for FoCuS at the moment. Of course, has to hope that Lin is losing a map here and there. Foggy on the left-hand side, FoCuS on the right-hand side. Keeper it is. Let's go.
Blade Master for the Orc, of course. You know, on a map as big as this one, I would love to see an earlier mirror image. Not level 1 mirror image, that would be a bit too dank. But level 2 mirror image, I think, could be very beneficial indeed. Both players sending out their workers, scouting around.
Think I've heard a doorbell, Mr. Remo Demo. Now rush, 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 rush. Maybe that's my birthday present finally arriving at your place. That would be weird. Doesn't matter. Ancient of War creep, pretty normal. Peon Scout, as Remo points out, is always nice to have. FoCuS not going for the gamble at the Golem. Looks just like straight up green or straight up harass. Huh, straight up harass it is. Why not? It worked so wonderfully with the Blade Master into the Night Elf base right away. Oh, Foggy, don't. FoCuS is so happy, but nice to see the attention to detail, trying to steal the camp away. Blade Master's here now. Peon denied, I think. Is dead for sure. And an archer falls as well in retaliation. Yeah, the creep route for Foggy was a very pacifistic one almost. Not going towards the Merc camp. And it's still not working out too well against the Blade Master, of course. If you're going for the Merc camp, then you can be harassed, and it's down to a little bit of luck and, of course, the execution of your opponent. But he's under pressure once again, just like game 1. Tricky, tricky situation. How do you deal with the blade? Well, you use the time where the blade is in your base to create some new threats somewhere else, and that is the expansion on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that one's going to be quite difficult to scout. Unless it's a peon on patrol, this one can be hard to figure out. Oh, but look at the damage the Grunt did to the Ancient of War. If you can take that one out early, that's worth quite something. But the blade is not going to commit to it.
Who was that on the door, Remo?
That was a package delivery.
For me.
Yeah, absolutely everything is about Junio. So yes,
Thank you.
That was for you.
Okay. Can't wait for that to get into my filthy, filthy hands. FoCuS smooth sailing towards level 2. Not losing too much HP. Still has mana left. And Foggy is once again not looking happy. This Grunt is so annoying at this Ancient. I love it. Oh, Blade Master it is.
Finally, we have the level 2, and now with Entangle, there is going to be more control. The Orc build here is following the new trend of no shop. Like we saw, it was a fast tech, it was a second burrow, and the shop was delayed. He did make a shop at some point though, right? Or did he forget about the shop entirely?
Well, that would be something. That's one thing the overlay doesn't show us, but we'll see about that. Expo saved this time, not cancelled. Uses the Entangle on the Grunt, not on the Blade. Town Portal forced, everything heard. And if he really has no shop, then that's a problematic mid-game.
I think he should have made it though. I mean, must have spent his gold somehow.
Yep.
There was, you know, not too many grunts and stuff. But FoCuS figured out about the expansion. Even if he didn't cancel it, he could still creep on the right-hand side and go for a counter expansion pretty easily in theory. As of course, there's so much space on this beautiful map.
Yeah, double Ancient of War mass hunts, going into bases with these hunts and cause some trouble. Blade Master again deliberately under-leveled. But this game, just from the expansion timing alone, is so much better for Foggy. Plus the Town Portal forced is something you really want to prevent as an orc to save it for later, especially on big maps like this. And now we get the second Night Elf base, and FoCuS not really in a position to follow up just yet.
Foggy has the opportunity to play aggressive here if he wants, but he's not quite yet level 3, which he would love to be. But he knows FoCuS doesn't have much to spell. FoCuS could go for a Shadow Priest, but those aren't really worth the gold if you can rather go for Shaman. Shaman are coming, but rather slowly. Here's the Alchemist. He shows up to party, but FoCuS falling back, not quite yet feeling ready to tango.
Foggy again with an early aggression. Not sure if I like that too much, but if he finds him at the lab, that would be wonderful. Doesn't. Takes a sidestep towards the expansion where he expects FoCuS to be, but finds nothing but creeps. But that is more time for the Entangled Goldmine, and very atypical for FoCuS to be creeping with the Blade here and not be at the second base of Foggy, hacking and slaying away. Gets rewarded with a little bit more mana, and now Foggy finds him. No TP, just the speed scroll. Can he salvage this? Instantly focusing on the hero, almost undead-esque. Archers are falling though, the end stairs are flying, and FoCuS might be able to salvage this. The dispels are coming in. Can he get a reveal? No, heal away from the Blade. He's almost in fighting shape. Shaman are falling. This is of course not a big Foggy army, but man, there was a way bigger opportunity for more damage. Level 3 on the Keeper. New Raider streaming in, and all of a sudden the first hero of Foggy is under pressure. With a handful of crits, he might be in danger. Archers are falling left, right, and center. Foggy's losing so much.
Yeah, I was able to take out the Berserker. That was a valuable kill, but that was a TP and 4 archers for 1 Berserker. Is that exactly worth it?
He got a
Doubtful.
shaman as well, and the one of the mana suck.
Sucky. And he also prevented the creeping of the expansion for FoCuS and a counter expansion timing. So you can still make an argument that this was a worthwhile push, but didn't quite go as well as Foggy was hoping.
I wonder if he could have revealed from the lab to get the Blade Master before the heal wave was ready. But of course, hindsight 2020. It is Hex. Is that a result of that fight at the lab? No,
Yeah, I think so. I think when the Keeper was hurt, he tried to go for the Hex to get the kill. But that opens the door wide open for a lot of hunts to have a lot of effect. But Foggy hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Oh, expansion coming up now. Slowly leveling and FoCuS. Can you play your Blade Master the way you wanted to? Harass heavy again, even on tier 2? Shadowhunter. Finally level 3. Heal wave 2, of course. So what's the play now? FoCuS has to make a play, has to distract. Foggy has a staff, can roam around the map at all times, and I feel like I am the prophet, Remo. I see a Keeper bottom left soon.
He doesn't have a TP. That's the danger. If he gets caught with an ensnare, this could be pretty scary.
Got one now. And needs it immediately. Okay, who salvages this? Repair, not available yet. Blade Master, can you reveal and FoCuS him now? Oh my god! Heal wave at the ready, so is the Invo Potion. And now we fight straight up. Foggy's Shadow Priest almost down. The Hunts are phenomenal in this position, especially if he takes out the Berserker. Gets it in a second? Not really, here we go. That Blade Master is just dead. And Foggy, man, can you be in a better position than this one?
Yeah, no serpent boards here, definitely painful. Shadowhunter trying his best, going for the Keeper though.
Invo Potion, so close. And everything's hurt for FoCuS. This has been cleaned up.
Yeah, I think the Hex is really backfiring on him here.
Oh, he's still trying to. Keeper just dead. There was no heal spray anymore. Can he get the revenge kill on the Shadowhunter? Not really. Walking out of there. Foggy could have gotten one more shaman. Most importantly, of course, his army, his expansion is safe, and there is an AP, Engine of War, on the left-hand side. Should be. There we go. Good damage towards the Great Hall.
Yeah, Foggy definitely seems to have the lead here, but the Shadowhunter is strong. Tome of Retraining, perhaps, going to be on the agenda. Foggy has lots of gold. How's he going to spend it? Keeper, Tavern Rest seems to be obvious. That is the idea.
This is the massive... Oh, Smutty is coming in. More mercenaries that helped him versus Kaho on Equals might help him now. These grunts are so hurt, Remo. One goes down. Muddy's still in the mix now for some slow Huntress. The perfect unit against Orc if there's no Serpent Wards.
Yeah, absolutely. Foggy's taking full advantage of FoCuS's blunder, honestly.
Keeper slowed and he's just dead again. The heal spray prevented with ensnare. Shadowhunter surrounded this time. Can he pop him out? Not really. They're both trapped now somehow. That is odd. That is the heal potion. That's more heal wave as well. But my god, that Shadowhunter is supposed to be the carry, but he's just 6 feet under. That is GG. And Foggy takes another map. Yep, braced arm. The boxing champion not looking too satisfied just yet. But he's still alive.
Yeah, I think Foggy here aware that he caught a lucky break. If FoCuS had gone for Serpent Wards, this would have been a very different game. But FoCuS getting a bit too thirsty. He went for Hex, I think, to get that Keeper kill when he was getting creepjacked at the lab. But that didn't occur, and the Hex here... It had some use, like it prevented the heal spray twice very quickly, but Serpent Wards are just so much better against the Huntresses, so very needed. But Foggy quickly reacting, having the foresight to realize that hunts will be the leading factor to victory. And yeah, fast expansion, big production, hunts running over. That's the way that Night Elves want to see this matchup.
Yeah, and I get my wish fulfilled. Night Elf versus Orc on Turtle Rock. I want to hug this map screen right now. It could be so epic. There's also a chance for Foggy to ruin my dream of a lengthy 50-minute game by just AP pushing. That is definitely an option.
Yeah, the big problem for Night Elf here is fast expanding is very hard to do, especially if the Orc has a good early game, a strong blade, maybe a shadow in position to harass. Turtle Rock, as we all know, is very difficult to expand on. So Foggy may have to get crafty, may have to play a bit defensive. We saw a crazy game, you mentioned it earlier, Moon versus Soin very recently, where lots of gold mines were taken. It was a true war of attrition, dude. Like, so many units were sacrificed everywhere. Hero levels were crazy. What is this game gonna look like? Because there has to be some kind of an adjustment. Like, you can't do the same as we saw just a moment ago on Twisted Meadows. What was it, like a 200s expansion? That is not gonna work this time.
Yeah, I think Foggy's pocket strat would be the huge AP push as early as possible. I don't really feel that he's comfortable with talents against Orc somehow. He is in Mirror, but it's a very, very different matchup, very different way to play this. I'd give FoCuS the edge. And man, these guys, there's so much pressure on them now. First match, they both lost. Now it's 1-1. Whoever loses the next map goes 0-2 on the first day of group stage and then has to hope for the Ascension phase.
Yeah, there the deck will be reshuffled. Everybody will still have a chance, with of course the exception of the first place finisher. He will make it comfortably into the top 8 right away, where some godlike players are already waiting 1-0 and happy punch the ticket into the top 8, as many would have expected. And we are getting ready for map 3. It's taken a moment here, maybe a bit of host issues, but the wait is oftentimes worth it, with Turtle Rock specifically.
Here we go. Map has started. We saw the match results of the two. The past 2 encounters also went full distance and they both went into FoCuS's favor. Foggy, can you finally clutch it out and get that so important last win in this series? Foggy in the yellow left-hand side, FoCuS cross map right-hand side.
Should most certainly be a keeper of the grove. Some Night Elves on some maps like also playing Demon Hunter, but here on this map it's very hard to play Demon Hunter. In terms of creeping, especially early game. Immolation can help, but it's not the best map for it. The keeper here normally should be the go-to, especially in Foggy's hands. I feel like there's almost no other choice. FoCuS with the blade will have to be all over Foggy. Must again make sure to have an impressive early game and not give an opening to the enemy keeper.
There we go. Keeper versus Blade, round 3. Okay. Where are we moving? Is FoCuS in the 2010s? He was always going for the shop first. I wonder if that's still a thing. Kinda doubtful. Takes a long time, even though you get so much vision. And the great item, of course. Could be a play. They both should be knowing about the starting position more or less right away. It's not 100% clear. Could be cross map, could be the same lane. But yeah, that means they have a little bit more time in the early.
FoCuS this time, by the way, for the first time with a fast shop. So he's going to creep up a bit, get some heal cells, pick up more items, and play a bit more passively early on. Not the gang-ho instant aggression like we saw before, which also means Foggy should be allowed an easy level 2 then.
FoCuS, there was a little bit of frustration. There was either a neck stretch or a sight. He scouted the upper right-hand side, seeing, oh, there's no Engine of War here. And then he felt a bit disappointed. So his harass not working out too well. A little bit of HP. And we have a new sub. Thank you, Toy Tone and Joya, for the 2-month resub. Nice.
Both so far with the gauntlets. Not very favored unless you have triple hero or a strength hero. Those should be sold later on. FoCuS is again running from camp to camp, not creeping it fully, trying to get as many items as he can. Slippers, of course, is what he desires most, but also love circle of abilities, stuff like that. Foggy got some good items for an Alchemist second, though, if it shall be an Alchemist second again. Oh, he made Outer Hall and canceled it. Sneaky, sneaky Foggy. What's going on here?
I'm pretty sure that was a shop that was used for the 21 supply trick, but then...
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He built it for a long time. Tech was a little late. I wonder if the macro's just a little off. That felt a little slow, but isn't the end of the world. And this base build looks like talents to me.
Yeah, he could, if he wants to go outside the norm, start a Hunter's Hall later, go Dryads. That's something normally that he himself is not too fond of.
Pion is in the Night Elf base. Very good vision for FoCuS. He sees what's up at all times. Can't be dealt with at the moment. Blade Master is stepping onto the other side, knowing that the Keeper is creeping here. I'd say FoCuS has a very good idea of what's going on and what to do next. But he's moving back for now. Maybe going for the... No, shop again. No, just to circle it. Now the creep check.
Circle on Blade Master quite strong. Oh, if he gets the steal here, this would also be very beneficial. Oh, showing up just a little bit too late. Wait, item? Stole the item though! Foggy! Not picking up those claws.
That was a little sloppy. Foggy not on top of his game right there. Archer didn't die, thankfully. Was hiding in Shadow Meld. And yeah, this by now must be talents. There's no other tech tree that would be useful. Shop coming up, tier 2 almost finished. Level 2.2 on the Blade Master with a wonderful inventory. And the Peon Scout is still alive. That should certainly make you happy.
I do like that. Checking out the shop, seeing nothing there. FoCuS would love to creep the shop himself. Oh, did he forget about the burrow? Oh, he forgot about the burrow.
No, he's
big delay on the Shadow Hunter.
Ah, he's on 41 now. It's almost in time. We take care of the shops now. Pendant of Energy, that is grand as well. We go Totem. Okay, no Shaman. Can be both be played. Foggy on the way to tier 3. Classic Orc versus Night Elf now.
Alright, and especially considering the second hero, Shadowhunter can be very good, but late game fights with big armies, you could make the argument that TC is a bit better there on high levels. And also, normally, if you want to go super late game, one base, the Orc wants to have mercenary camps available on the map to go for Berserkers, obviously. But here we have no merc camps. This leads me to believe, since there's going to be some important late game weapons missing for FoCuS, I think he wants to expand with this kind of a strategy.
Okay, then we need Fortified. That needs a War Mill, and the War Mill is in the build right now. Blade Master hacking and slaying away at the Moonwell. This is nice, so it didn't finish during nighttime. Will lead to a little bit of loss of Moon Juice. On the other side, the Beastery was under attack, but Keeper and Treants defended by Shadowhunter, but it's automatically delaying the Shadowhunter creeping, so both are getting some small wins here on the map.
Treants at the moment still pretty good, quite disruptive, but later on against Disenchant, Treants normally don't look so impressive.
I agree with that. A little bit of an arms race for items on the right hand side. Blade Master's looking okay, but on the big map like this, he goes Windwalk 2. Will be high up in the air anyway, so wonder how much impact he'll have. Shadowhunter needs levels ASAP, and maybe we're eyeing the red spot already.
Yeah, I think the Keeper was doing a really good job here. Slowed down the Shadowhunter's creeping and immensely delaying level 2 and 3 with that. But you could make the argument that the Blade Master was doing the same against the Demon Hunter. Oh, important last hit here. Blade must not be allowed to steal, and didn't get the steal there either. 1 of mana stealing picked up. But the Blade wants to steal the items from the shop. Gets the invuln. Oh, and that's a bit dangerous for the Demoner. No invuln to protect him. In fact, not many items to protect him at the moment. But that's where the gauntlets are actually pretty nice. Give both those gauntlets to the demon and the ring, and suddenly he's very tanky.
He'll be a vanguard indeed. Later we get staffs and of course potions, but now we're going for the red spots, both at the same time. Sneaky expansion by Foggy, not scouted just yet. FoCuS can maybe assume it, but Talon's expansion, we don't see that too often. What is the item? Okay, cancels it. That's odd. Foggy? Foggy? What the? Oh. Whew. Katka's pipe for the talons, Remo. Katka's pipe for the talons.
Okay, that's a crazy item. That's a crazy good item. Cancel the expansion because he was worried the Ogre was going to destroy it. That was a bit too cautious, but I guess better safe than sorry. And of course, that mana regen is going to be insane. Do we have a mana regen counter? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, look at those numbers tick up, baby.
Is the Demon Hunter stuck? Oh, he is. But on the other side, Unholy Aura for FoCuS. More movement speed, and the Blade Master finds the Expo immediately. Is the Keeper in time? Oh, if only would have gone for this cancel before. Invul Potion committed. And that is indeed a cancel. FoCuS. No.
He didn't cancel. He killed it.
Oh, really?
Is that a ping problem? Maybe. Ooh, that's expensive.
My god, what a roller coaster this series.
Shadowrunner was slow out the gate, but all of a sudden he's almost level 4. That's a big level up that really pushes him beyond the capabilities of normal heroes, where he's so strong. That all I found also quite nice. The expansion now coming. Foggy feels the pressure mounting. Wants to now attack into his opponent's base.
Okay. FoCuS is growing a base on the upper right hand side. Hero FoCuS immediately trying to force a town portal to relieve that pressure. Demon Hunter wants to stay in that fight, of course. Keeper in trouble. Needs the portal back. Foggy, is able to pass. Is there more focus fire on the demon? No, it's too tanky. That attack didn't really work.
That was pretty scary. Keeper able to save himself. Did he transfer the TP from the demon to the Tinker to the Keeper? Is that what happened there?
I'm not too sure. He did pass the TP
Hot potato!
I would love a nice potato right now, I can tell you that much. A little sour cream on it.
It's the Germans and the potatoes, yes.
Yes, we like the Come on, potatoes are universally loved. Just think of the fries you can make of it.
Freedom fries, yes, very good. And we're shaping up to turn this into a bit of a macro game, maybe. Foggy. Ah, wait, I thought there was a second expansion coming up. No, it's just the first expansion after the other one, of course, got destroyed.
FoCuS doesn't have reinforced defenses up until now. Brave. Is Foggy hitting the perfect timing to kill this Great Hall? Oh, that's a cancel. That's so much time, bot.
Oh, yeah. And FoCuS wasn't in a position to punish, couldn't spam the Serpent Wards, couldn't look for favorable engagement. Shadowrunner is level 4 though. There's still an opportunity to take a great fight. Shadowrunner is full mana. If you can keep the demon away from the mana burn, this Shadowrunner can still be devastating. FoCuS has 1,300 gold. Spend some of it now. Spend your money, fella.
Saving it for the bad times. Ring of the Archmage, a wonderful item, also well equipped when it comes to consumables. Heal Scroll, Invul Potion. What's FoCuS gonna get? I think we can buckle up for a crazy late game. Haven't seen too much Cyclone yet. There's only 5 dispels against 14 Cyclones. That item here, not too helpful. Yeah, FoCuS, you need a huge army, but he doesn't even have the burrows yet. Now breaking.
That took a long time. Couldn't he have done this earlier? Like, he's still so rich. And Mirror image is gonna become part of the equation. Can be very helpful against Talon play. Unless you figure out who the real Blade Master is, it makes things very complicated.
We got fairies in the mix, love that, against the spells. And FoCuS trying to counter expand.
Almost level 4, seems to be only a matter of time with the Treants and stuff.
Wait, we got Windwalk and Mirror Image.
Oh yeah, true. It's not a
What?
Windwalk crit.
Did he F up the retrain? Was Windwalk still on cooldown?
Windwalk has no cooldown. Unless you backstab for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that didn't happen there then. Did he just misclick? Okay, no crit. That's... Of course, Foggy, I guess, doesn't know. So that helps a bit. But now we got fortified towers and it's kind of tough to break it. Dude, we got 19 cyclones in this army.
Stormy times. Orc heroes, close to double level up. But the late game issue of no Merc Camp will be noticeable here, especially against the Fairy Dragons. You really want to have Berserkers. But there is no Berserkers on this map. But there will be a level 5 Shadow Hunter. And those snakes carry some deadly venom.
FoCuS has to play a defensive style now. The towers are up. The Ancient of War is in position. Foggy, do you have to go for this push? I wonder. There's another expansion coming up in the north. Sneaky position. And I don't think this is an all-in by Foggy. It's just buying time.
Great position right here. In this choke point between the two forests. Perfect spot for Foggy to take a favorable engagement. Would love to see a tech transition beginning perhaps for Foggy, because Talons against a level 5 Shadow Hunter normally not the best thing. Could start to tech into archers maybe. I've seen many Night Elves try with Chims, which I still think is not very wise against Serpent Wards.
It is very fun though.
And enjoyment matters, but what matters more is winning.
Justify the means. The Fairy Dragon's in a bad spot. FoCuS is trying to push out of this choke of his second base, but Foggy should be satisfied with it already if he doesn't take that many losses. Raider position is pretty good. Reposition on the talents as well. Engine of War falls, but that was a deliberate sacrifice to kill a couple of Raiders. Demon Hunter though, how do you save him? With an Invo Potion for now. Staff must be ready at all times. Can he get some additional damage on the Raiders? That would be good trades, especially if the next base is up. Keeper, Town Portal out, and Foggy losing quite a bit here, but it might just be an investment into that northern third base.
Shadow Hunter, of course, get the level 5. Now we have level 3 Serpent Wards. Those do crazy damage against the Talons, but you have to manually micro them to get full effect. If they only attack heroes, it's not that good. FoCuS on the warpath.
And my stream also on the warpath with my patience. Come on, little shark. Spin faster. There we go. Can't miss this decision in Group C. Serpent Ward set up. Shadow Hunter, no clarity, no mana potion, though he burned through this already. No second Tome of Retraining back to crit. He has an Invo Potion. Ooh, good damage on the Wisp. Love to see that. Probably the decider here now in this series.
Mirror Images buying time. They'll be taken out. That's a bit more experience. Demon Hunter close to level 4. If that's gonna make a big difference, we'll see the Tree of Ages, or the Tree of Life rather, in trouble right away. Big army for FoCuS.
Okay, focus fire on the Raiders. They're about to go down. Tinka not level 3 yet. Foggy is holding on, but the Raiders are back to the ground. So are the Grunts, so is the Blade. This Tree of Life is falling. At what cost for FoCuS though? 2 Raiders dropping. Shadow Hunter also spinning. Out of mana now. A couple of burns coming in. But 20 food lead for FoCuS now. Bases even. Foggy needs big kills.
There's no TP on these heroes for the orc to TP back home, but I don't think you go for a surround here, really. Enchant still ready. Shadowhunter trailing behind, but now getting out of range. This Legion Doomhorn, very nice as well. Dude,
amazing.
You don't really think about the healing too much, but look at how much it's healed. 1600 HP.
Yeah, that's 10 heal scrolls.
What?
Isn't the heal scroll 150 HP?
I mean, per unit, though.
Yeah. But, you know, sometimes you're a little selfish. You keep it to yourself, you know? You retreat into the back of the base with a good book, read that heal scroll, pop it. Gotta be a little egocentric sometimes.
Yeah, the Catguy's Pipe has restored just as much mana. Oh, Demon kind of caught, but well, the staff is there to save him.
Foggy, this is tricky, dude. I gotta, like, FoCuS has no idea, right? About this expansion upper right. He's scouting at the 11 o'clock. He's scouting on the back of the turtle. Okay, he knows now. Oh, Foggy. I feel like this is the knockout punch.
Foggy's gonna buy the TP. He doesn't even have the money at the moment. And now it's too late. This tree's gone.
Yeah. And if you're 20 food down against 4 and 5 heroes, and your opponent is a base up, and he has fortified, what can you do?
Let's not forget to mention that he's also down by 2 heal scrolls. So, yeah.
Plus, of course, the 10 heal scrolls from the Unholy Aura. Don't forget about that. It's 12 heal scrolls there.
Crazy.
Foggy does have a lot of potions.
He's gonna need them.
Oh, this is quite an open battlefield. I'm not too sure if you want that. Wisps are coming in, trying to flood, and then Cyclone has to work big time. 2 heroes kind of trapped there. Needs to reposition once again. Foggy trying to focus, but where is the damage? There's very little damage uptime in a very little damage army. Heal scrolls not popped yet. Holding on for the perfect moment. Getting some talon kills though pretty swiftly.
Solos are doing so much damage, dude. Oh my god.
It's insane.
Talon's getting slaughtered
Insane.
one by one. Blade about to be level 5. He doesn't have crit though. He's not that scary. But a few more mirror images are coming out. He's got the 1 crit, 2 windwalk, 2 mirror image build. I'm sure I've never seen that build before. There's a first time for everything.
Exactly. Gotta be creative here at the Summer World Championships. Demon Hunter about
This is the normal computer build.
to bite the dust. Demon Hunter just dead, and so is Foggy. Oh man, for the 3rd time in a row, a series between these 2 competitors goes full distance. And for the 3rd time in a row, Foggy is losing that series. He is the winner. FoCuS in these deciding maps just straight up a bit better. You can see the frustration of Foggy. He is now down 0-2. Very, very likely for him to be at the final round of the first round of the Ascension phase. And FoCuS with a 1-1 score now can still do a lot.